Go ahead. Read it.
What if you were abducted by aliens? This Florida insurance company has you covered.
So they're offering insurance for alien abduction.
Correct.
And is this like something legit they're trying to sell?
You like to think of yourself as someone who's prepared. Your home is covered by flood insurance. You've got a robust auto insurance policy and maybe even something extra, such as life insurance. But what if you were abducted by aliens?
You've got to be kidding me.
Nope. In that case, this place has you covered, provides alien abduction insurance. Our policy is not so much about the money, he said. It's peace of mind.
Wow. I have a pretty huge family. I've never had anybody that's needed that coverage. I think we'll be good. I think we'll stick with life insurance policies and health insurance and all that good stuff. Car insurance.
Policies, all for $10 million worth of coverage.
They've sold how many policies?
6,000 policies.
They've sold 6,000 policies for alien abduction. That's insane. Wow.
There was something right there. I don't know what that was, but it's crazy that I'm out here looking for UFOs and then that was there and then it was gone.
Right now we're heading in the direction that we seen that UFO looking thing. I'm not saying that was a UFO, but it didn't look like a plane and it was all of a sudden, it was just gone. Like, it was really weird. What did you think it was? Did you think it was a plane?
It did not look like a plane.
Right.
It was too low for a plane. It didn't have a shape of a plane. It was weird.
I thought the weirdest thing about it was the fact that, like, I seen it and all of a sudden it was like dark. It was gone. And it's kind of ironic we're out, you know, searching for UFOs, making this video about Area 51, and we have that kind of experience. This sky is crazy out here tonight. Surprisingly, we haven't seen a deer yet, but we've seen a crazy light show tonight. There, you seen that?
Yeah.
The lightning gods. Heard Thor hitting his hammer a little bit ago.
You know what's crazy? Your camera keeps blurring out when we're driving. Like what?
Maybe there's something that doesn't want us to find anything.
Oh.
It's a little eerie being out here in the middle of nowhere looking for this place. I don't even know if we're gonna find it, honestly.
What was that? Oh, shit.
Tell me how ironic that is. And it's coming down too. Look at it. It's like, dude, it just disappeared. Right, there it is again. You see it?
No.
It's a little dot,
blurry.
dude. I think the trees are blocking it now. Keep your camera up there.
What's up?
Wow. Friggin' UFO hunting. Go figure. I know how a plane moves. You know how a plane moves.
Exactly.
That did not move like a plane. Did you get any of it at all? There it is again. You see it? Oh my God.
I'm trying to zoom in on it, but I
There's
can't.
another one off to the distance over there. Look. They're not stars. They're freaking moving fast.
Your camera keeps blurring out.
All right, so after like a long day, long night of trying to document something alienistic, I mean, you can't just wake up one day and think it's all going to hit you in the head. We didn't really have any luck at all. I'm still recovering from being sick. That said, we did see some weird stuff. We experienced some weird stuff. And it's crazy because just like the paranormal, you can't really find anything you don't look for. And 9.5 years ago, I went looking for the paranormal and I found it. My first day ever, never putting much thought into anything about aliens or UFOs or are we it? Is this it? Are we alone? The first day out, we see some things that are pretty crazy. Now, I slowed that footage down. And I can see how a lot of people will say, well, it's got the blinking light. It looks like a plane. But I seen it with my own eyes. It did not look like a plane. And you guys are only seeing it from the moment I hit record on the camera. You see me pointing it at that direction. You hear it. It makes this weird noise. Planes don't sound like that. It happens to be in an area that where there was a gentleman like 30 years ago that claimed to see UFOs circling around this part in Florida. And we traveled there to see if we could document anything. Again, we didn't capture anything mind-blowing, but it's really got me interested now, and it's got me wanting to go again. And, you know, thank God for the Storm 51 trend, because honestly, it wouldn't have made me interested in at all into checking out this documentary I had seen featuring Bob Lazar. And I fell in love listening to Bob Lazar. I'm like, dude, I believe this guy. I can read people good. I understand, you know, when people are holding something in. You can't hide it, dude. This guy is the real deal. He's a straight shooter. He's shooting from the fucking hip. And I believe everything he said. And, you know, he passed 4 lie detector tests. Now, I understand you can feel the way you want to about lie detector tests. That's fine. But you don't really need the test with this guy. You can just see, you can feel. This dude, he witnessed stuff. And that documentary is on Netflix. So I'm sure you can just type in Bob Lazar and it will pop up. It pretty much was all about him in the end. So anyways, so people talking about the Area 51 thing drove us to Netflix. We watched that documentary. We decided to go out to see if we capture anything, and we experienced some things, at least enough to say, hey, we should go back out again. And now, like, I'm really stoked. I want to see, you know, I didn't believe I could communicate with the dead. Now I've done that beyond what I ever thought could be possible. Can we communicate with aliens? Can we communicate with them through the spirit box?
I know the call's unexpected, but Alicia.
Hi, Alicia.
Hi, Dad.
Alicia told me she shared with you what we were doing tonight, and she said that you actually had some kind of experience or something you could share with me and everybody about aliens, or something you witnessed.
2 things. One, I actually did see, which is true. The other thing is where my friend Dick, I'm trying to think where he was stationed at. I think it wasn't Roswell, but it was one of them bases. I thought it was in New Mexico or Texas. But anyway, yeah, I see these blue lights. There's 6 or 7 of them in the sky, and they're darting, you know, back and forth, up and down, and they were quicker than any kind of airplane or helicopter. And this is back in 72, 73. This is before we had lasers and stuff like that, so I knew it couldn't have been that.
Right.
We didn't have that back then. But they were just like a bright blue lights, just, you know, darting across the sky back and forth, and it lasted for about 5 minutes. And this is like out in the country up there in Indianapolis.
Right.
Where I seen it. And then my buddy, Dick, when he was in the Air Force, Marine Corps, he was at one of the Air Force bases, and he was pulling guard duty. And he said over his head, he said it looked to be like the size of a football field. It was a big ship, and it looked like it was just floating over his head. And he was at guard duty, so he couldn't do anything other than stand there and look at it. And then about 20 minutes later, after it disappeared, one of his commanding officers came by and said, "You didn't see anything."
Wow.
I don't know what year that was, but that was probably in the 60s or something.
Yeah,
I think when he was in the Marine Corps then.
That's awesome.
He was ordered. You know, he said, "You did not see anything."
Wow. Yeah, with that guy saying that, I mean, that definitely, that means a lot there.
He said it looked basically, you know, the size of a football field, and, you know, it was going too slow to be an airplane. He thought, well, maybe it might have been like a balloon, but it was as big as, you know, a football field. That's big.
Right. Yeah, it's like some Independence Day type shit.
Yeah, it just coasted. It didn't have any sound or anything, he said. It was just coasted right over his head. And this was a military base to where, you know, they have a lot of the secret stuff, like kind of like Roswell, but it wasn't Roswell. I forget which one it was now. He told me.
Are there any aliens that can communicate with me? Is there anybody from another planet that has a strong enough signal that can communicate with me? Can you speak like us? Have we really been communicating with the dead, or have we been communicating with aliens? What?
I mean, there you go, guys. You know, this is our first attempt ever. We've definitely had something catch our interest in this, and now I think that I really want to go out and try again. And there is a certain spot here in Florida that we need to spend a little bit more time, where it was claimed over and over and documented by several different people who witnessed something here before, long ago, and they've kind of resurfaced it every once in a while, people talking about it. But I think now we're really going to see if we can see anything from that specific spot, which is not Area 51, but it's as close as we're going to get to it here in Florida. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit that like button, leave comments below, share the video. If you want to grab some Hunting the Dead merchandise to help support my research here on my channel, my videos, it's htd4life.com, or if you want to do a direct donation, that link is in the description below. Guys, I'm Jody Dean, Mr. Hunting the Dead. Until next time, sweet nightmares.